Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Ru and welcome to my channel. In this channel I talk about all things mental health with the hope to provide information and education. Today we are going to talk about ways to master meditation. If you're one of those people who is having a hard time clearing your mind, stay tuned because you don't want to miss these tips. The benefits of meditations and mindfulness is undeniable. In recent decades, so much research has been done in this area, and without a doubt, researchers have been gaining insight into the benefits of practicing mindfulness and meditation. No matter what form of meditation you're using, learning to pay attention to our current experiences and accept them without judgment helps us become happier and healthier. Now, who wouldn't want that? Studies also show that mindfulness affects many aspects of our psychological well-being, such as improving our mood, increasing positive emotions, and decreasing our anxiety, emotional reactivity, and job burnout. Fantastic, no? But wait, there is more. More recent studies suggested that mindfulness may impact our hearts, brain, immune system, and more. Now, this is all great news. But what if you're one of those people who just simply can't clear your mind, can't get into that Zen mode and feel like you're failing at meditation? No worries, you are not alone because I'm going to teach you 3 things that will help you gain the meditation confidence you need. Number 1, you can't replace thinking. One of the biggest misconceptions people have is the idea that they can replace one thought with another. The problem is our mind doesn't really work this way. And when we try to replace one negative thought with a positive thought, what essentially happens is we end up pairing the negative thought with a positive thought. A great exercise that Stephen Hayes used in his acceptance and commitment therapy practice is the idea that replacing 2 words that are not connected to one another to demonstrate this point. So let's do it. For example, I invite you to think about the word donuts. And every time you think about the word donuts, I want you to replace it with hat. Donut, hat. Donut, hat. Donut, hat. Got that? Sounds simple, right? Easy enough. Every time you think about the word donut, I want you to simply replace it with the word hat. Now, hat. Just what happened there? I bet you're thinking about donuts, and you're not alone. If you were to replace a negative thought with a positive thought, all you essentially end up doing is pairing those 2 together. So the goal is not to replace the thought, but simply create some distance between you and a thought. When using acceptance and commitment therapy, a lot of time I would invite my clients to create distance by thinking about putting their thoughts on a cloud and watching them drift away, or putting them on a leaf and watching them float down a river. The idea is not to create judgment or get caught up in your thought. The idea is to simply recognize that a thought and that it's a thought and watch it drift away. Number 2, your mind is designed to think. The best way to think about this concept is to think about your heart. Yes, your heart. Would you be angry with your heart if it stopped beating? You would expect it to stop thumping in your chest? Why not? First of all, that would be bad because you wouldn't be longer here or around, and that might be an issue. In addition, this is what the heart is designed to do. It is simply designed to pump blood throughout your body 24/7, 7 days a week, no breaks. You wouldn't ask your heart to stop beating the same way your mind is always thinking. Just as much as your heart is beating, it is designed to do just that, to think. So the expectation to clear your mind or expecting your mind to stop thinking, it's just not really the goal. It is an unrealistic goal that will leave you frustrated, and you would feel like you're failing at meditation and practicing mindfulness every time. So what is it that you're supposed to do? We're getting here to number 3. The goal is to catch your mind thinking. What do I mean by that? A lot of times you will notice that one thought leads to another. So for example, you may be thinking about your doctor's appointment, what that is coming up, and wonder if you're sick. And if you're sick, what that might look like. Can you really take time off? Can you really afford it? As you can see, one thought leads to another, that leads to another, that leads to another. And before you know it, you become anxious and all jumbled up in your own thoughts. The goal is to catch your mind thinking at the start and redirect the attention, which will help you gain some focus. A lot of time in meditation, you might use a mantra, you might use your breath, you might use a sound or as a source of focusing or refocusing your attention. So every time your mind is thinking, the goal is to catch it and re-anchor your thought back to whatever you decide to use as your focal point of focus. The mind is a tricky place, and sometimes thoughts may appear as, hey, I'm not thinking anything. That is a thought, my friend. So make sure that you catch your mind, redirect your attention back to your breath or whatever it is that you're using. So to recap, I would invite you to redefine your agenda. Neuroscientist Sam Harris said that mindfulness allows you to experience your life in the present without ruminating about just what happened, what should have happened, and what almost happened. The goal is to stay present oriented. And the way to stop that is to stop fighting this current. Don't try to replace the thought with another. Your mind is doing exactly what it's designed to do. It's designed to think. So make sure that whenever you catch your mind thinking, allow yourself to create space between you and that thought by redirecting, re-anchoring the attention and creating an image where you set that kind of thought free. Avoid being judgmental and be patient no matter how many times thoughts appear or reappear. Stay present. It is called a present for a reason, because when you do, you are truly free from any type of depressed or anxious thought that are rooted in the past or in the future. This is the true way of giving your mind a break, and it requires a lot of practice and much effort. The best way to conceptualize your mind is to think of it as an elephant. An untrained elephant can ruin a village in no time, but a trained elephant can build it. Our minds are a magnificent gift, and it comes with a warning label that you must train it and exercise it so it doesn't become an untrained elephant that destroys your village. If you like what you've heard today, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Let's take on the challenge of reaching and helping others and reducing the stigma of mental health. Until next time, be